we talked about this a little bit already in the introduction, but we all know that gun violence is a problem in the US, and it's the most unfortunate problem that we have. I don't need to spend a whole lot of time on here, but it is interesting to note that in 2023, there were 658 mass shootings, which equates to almost 2 a day on average. So something needs to be done, and I want to tell you why this became the major focus of my career. So this is my cousin's daughter, Emily Parker. She was killed in the 2012 Sandy Hook shooting. So I was at the time working for a defense contractor and building systems to protect the military. And I felt like, hey, I've got to take some of this technology, what we know how to do, how to stop threats, and apply it to this problem on our own home front. Emily was killed along with 20 other students and 6 adults in that event. And it was sort of my Apollo 13 moment. You remember in the Apollo 13 movie when the astronauts were going to run out of oxygen, and the engineers here at headquarters dumped out everything that they had, that the astronauts had available to them, just to figure out a solution. I kind of felt the same way, where I knew I had some skills that could be put to use, and I know that cameras are installed in schools already. Why couldn't we come up with a technology to detect those cameras and give security teams time to take some action? So why computer vision? Well, it's an early warning system. We're able to detect the weapon before it enters the school. I'll use Sandy Hook as an example. In that situation, the shooter parked in front of the school, got the rifle out of the trunk of his car, and walked directly toward the front door. And almost in many of the major shootings since, a similar situation has happened. About 70% of active shooter situations involve the shooter staging somewhere, and oftentimes in a place where they're in full view of a camera. So if we can detect that weapon before the shooter even makes it into the school, that means that there's time, and we can give responders time to get there, to lock doors, to activate digital signage, to alert security teams, and finally get students into safety. We have cameras running all day, all the time. It's estimated that there are 70 million cameras installed across the US, and less than 1% of them are actually being monitored. So what are these cameras used for? They're really only used to review our mistakes, to go back in time and see what we did wrong. So our approach here is to turn those forensic sensors, those data collectors, into active detectors, to proactively find situations that we can help prevent these situations, prevent gun violence before it happens.